the first round, and we're going to see exactly how things go in this pistol round.
It is Boaster playing for WEHAWT with the roster lock issue to do with Endpoint. And Fleeve is going to be playing here for WEHAWT as well. Someone that came through FPLC, someone that played on Gfinity Elite Series. Which team did he play for again? Prophecy, that was it. Made it to the finals of the first season of Elite Series, so he has experience. And yeah, no Dances. It is going to be Link playing for Dances, and Hemsky going to be helming the primary AWP position. As the push comes in towards line, with the rounds pretty much all set and done. Hemsky now last alive. As it's the 3K from Jenko, a player that brings so much explosive firepower with his raw skill, as it goes 1-0 in favor of Wind and Rain.
And not a single kill from WEHAWT during that entire pistol round. And you'll talk about a couple of these players, and I've heard that Fleeve is actually classed as one of those super subs, especially when he was playing for Prophecy. So, and he did have a great match last week. It's weird. This guy, I remember he had a very, very slow start. It was going something like 1-8 in one of those matches.
Who's this?
And we're talking about Fleeve, and that was against Vexed. So he was going 1-8 at the start. So very slow to begin with, and then he just absolutely took off, and he was like a completely different person, which is great to see considering he can turn around his play style or how things go. But as we can see at the moment, they are trying to see if there's any information to get from Banana at the moment. And so far, Wind and Rain haven't got any control of apps yet, but lucky for them, no members of WeHawk are actually in there waiting for them.
3 players now stationed towards the B site from WeHawk. Hemsky there alone, sold a good enough fake to force the extra rotation from Connor. As they push in towards Arch, slowly creeping and crawling their way up towards the A side. Boaster now spots them out, gets the information, sees the bomb, but it's all too late, they're on the site.
And it seems that now you saw it. WeHawk seem to... Would you say they rotated quite late, or would you just say that's a mistake from them, or they decided just to basically leave it?
The problem is, when you're on the eco and you're versus the fall by, you have to take risks. And their risk was rotating the extra player towards the B site to make that gamble. In theory, if they stay traditional 2 towards B, 3 towards A, and Wind and Rain do go towards the B site, there's no chance they hold it with pistols. Therefore, if they take that risk, they can gamble, stack towards B, and they have a much better chance of winning the round, and they can play that game of rock, paper, scissors. But unfortunately, Wind and Rain are playing Scrabble? Checkers? I don't know. Whatever the saying is. You're playing checkers, but someone else playing Scrabble. I don't know.
Drafts.
Astros DCs.
Drafts, chess, something like that. And so you mentioned someone DCs.
We love long pauses.
Oh,
we love fills. And we love 2 rounds to talk about.
And it looks like we will be in this case. So, as we wait for Astro, you can see not the best of starts for WeHawk at the moment, but again, it's only early days. It's only been a couple of rounds going into round 3. So, we were talking about before, so I was saying Fleeve was kind of one of those super subs. Would you agree he's one of those players where you can just pop in and just, not just do what he can, but like, even if it's on a structured team or a mixed team, that he can make a big impact?
Yeah, I definitely would say so. Not only is Fleeve a strong player from making it to the finals of Gfinity Season 1, but also a player that played in an international team speaking English. See, this is where I would say, Jack, give me some chicken facts. Did you know chickens can experience REM sleep just like humans? So they do actually dream.
I actually did not know that. And I was actually starting to think he was the David Attenborough of the CS world, but it looks like...
Gosh, the day he dies is going to be a national heartbreak.
It will. I'll be heartbroken. I'm not going to lie, but it seems like now, you know, maybe you could take his place.
BBC are thinking, oh, keep him on life support. We need Season 3.
Oh, these chicken cans. But to be fair, mate, you know what?
Can we get some Koi Cam? Koi Cam, is that possible? Chris? Oh, he's panicking. Oh, he's sweating. Look at it.
He's trying to get it done, but...
Oh, look at the intensive stare.
Do you know what's funny, right? When I saw that chicken cam, I
there
thought...
it is.
Oh, what a good lad. When I saw that chicken cam, I thought it's because it was just trying to take the mickey that Astro actually ran off because he can't hack it anymore. That was literally why when I first saw it. And then I clocked on and realised, and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. It's just a bit of a banner at the end of the day. So have you got any koi facts for me?
No,
or any
nothing,
any
I'm like
goldfish?
Ian Beale. I've got nothing left.
No goldfish facts, no...
Goldfish, well, mine all died before I could even know anything about them.
Do you know that there's a fact for you? I once, when I was little, had a goldfish which survived for 6 or 7 years.
What?
That's crazy, isn't it? Actually, it turned out it started going white. I think it was
so
a
it had
goldfish.
grey hairs come through.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was a goldfish. I'm not being stupid. I could be being stupid.
I could
but
be being
now that I've
stupid.
said that, I've got to stick with it now because I'm pretty sure that was a true story. But you know, I'm getting quite old now. That was at least about 25 years ago, and I'm lucky to even remember past 1 week, let alone 1 decade at the moment. But anyway, so you know, still waiting for his goldfish facts, mate. You know, just to see if
I'm not gonna go to that level.
Why not, mate?
No,
Gave me a chicken one.
It's Jack's like avenue. It's his, you know, niche. Is what the gap he fills in the market of casting.
It's the Jackie thing to do, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, that's fair enough. We won't, Jackie, if you're watching, we're not going to take your thunder, mate.
He's probably not watching, mate.
Nah, it's waiting just chilling on the pint, is he?
I don't know if it would be a pint, but we're definitely doing something.
Maybe a Coke. Tap water? One of those gonna go?
Maybe a Coke. 2-0. As it is going to be the Mac 10 here from Astro trying to find some information to see if WEHAWT are stacking towards the B site. They're going to be smoking out early on. Mac 10 saved by Nico. As the first frag goes in favour of Fry. So, Eco here, obviously from WEHAWT. Only weapon in the arsenal here for WEHAWT is going to be the salvaged Mac 10 from the last round. So, nothing really too confident here to write home about for WEHAWT. Most likely going to be the 3-0 start for Wind and Rain. However, can they do some economical damage?
And sadly, that Molly wasn't really placed right to actually take out one of the players a notch, but gets him on the end anyway. And it seems like now the way we're making that rotation to Banana now, and as you can see, they've already got that B site. We are going to challenge a bit from CT, but it seems like now Boaster will be that last player. Trying to get a frag on the board, but Astro's having absolutely none of it. So far, 3-0, advantage of Wind and Rain.
Round number 4, Astro may decide to keep the Mac 10 in for this first buy round as well. However, 3 players from WEHAWT have invested into the head armor, have bought a helmet. So that Mac 10 is going to have the same impact as that fast, high-octane starter CS weapon that could just charge in, jump around corners, and try and headshot people without head armor. So it won't be quite as effective. Jenko alone to 1 second mid. 4 players here from Wind and Rain towards the banana position as Dirty. That goes 1 for 1. Connor gets 2. And Nico collects the last frag so far as the exchange goes in favor. 3 for 4, or 2 for 4 even. But Jenko finds 1 from behind. Maybe not going to be expecting the aggression from Connor to make it 1-3 in terms of the score. And now Wind and Rain obviously having very clean anti-ecos. They can afford another buy here into round number 5.
Yeah, moonwalking down mid and looking up the skies. Not exactly going to help Jenko in any way, shape or form. But so far, he's still up 3-1 anyway, so it's not too much of a big deal. Stat-wise, everything's quite similar. I spoke about Fleef before, where he had his slow starts and then powers through afterwards, and that slow start is going to continue on at the moment. And we've only got 2... Oh, sorry, no, they're actually both on top of each other. But I did think there's 2 on A, but it's still 3 on A at the moment. We're still trying to find out any information from Banana from WEHAWT so far. But as you can see, not giving too much away at the moment. But and Wind and Rain still haven't got app control yet, but we'll be pushing through top mid just to see if he can bait out any of the players so far.
Passive defense from WEHAWT towards the B-bomb site. No early information there. They're not playing one site, one CT as well, which would mean a late rotate from B towards the A site. And no aggression as well from B means they have no idea where Wind and Rain are stacked, and that can be reflected by their current setup. Nico, with the first frag onto Astro, is going to be granting his team the advantage. Now Wind and Rain have to pick up the pieces.
Certainly do, and it seems like now Wind and Rain really trying to push that A side. Jenko managed to get Fleeve from pit, but didn't realise Bosa was there as well, and there's certainly no, he's going to know there now, and Frey does manage to get that trade, but so far still 3v3. WEHAWT will be making that rotate, and Wind and Rain getting that bomb planted.
Do they gamble the retake? Diffuse kit in their arsenal. Molotov, smoke and a flashbang. It all comes down to the next frag. Will Link over peak towards default. Will Fry wide swing into the crosshair of Connor. Can they keep on to the advantage? Here's the Molotov, burning Hemsky alive, forced to go for the face. Link's still alive as well, but only to 16 HP, 5-1. Oh, and that one frag is the last. 3-1 now as the cash is going to be, well, non-existent now for WEHAWT, as it's a calamity for them. Another additional round gained by Wind and Rain as they go 4-1.
That's right, WEHAWT economy is looking pretty bleak at the moment, and I think they went for that retake just due to the fact that they knew Link was weak from previous fights and thought it was worth the risk. But it seemed good after that first molly on A site, but sadly for not being. But Bosa's pushed up to second mid a bit and actually managed to get a pick on Jenko. But so far Doziak is waiting behind that wall and banana to see if he can get any picks going. But if anything does happen to him, obviously Connor will be there for that trade.
Shotgun, up close and personal, exactly where it belongs. $900 a kill. And he might have $1,800 of investment waiting right in front of his eyes. As the push comes through the blind, connects onto Dursek as well. The flashbang was so well placed, but so well placed in fact that it flashed his teammates as well.
Why not, eh?
Well, Fleeve here with the angle onto Link. 5 versus 3 as Wind and Rain are losing players one at a time.
Certainly, Ryan. Only 2 members of Wind and Rain left, and it seems like they won't be able to get anything going this round, but they will try and push this B side. But there's already 3 members of WEHAWT just waiting there, patiently for them, but most because get flashed and taken out by Frey in the end, and Connor does get behind him, but sadly for him, only weakens one of the players to 12 HP, but so far it's gone from a 2v5 to a 2v3 now, so there's still that possibility, but we've got 2 members going from Banana, managed to take out 1, trades off, and Fleeve nicely done, gets 2 of his own, so far WEHAWT managed to get that 1 round back.
Strong round as well. Flea with the 2K in towards Boiler with the CZ. Obviously, at that point, it was a 2 versus 5, so early frags did go in favour of WEHAWT as well. Even with the blunder of the flashbangs, they still managed to pull through. And now, the force buy from Wind and Rain. AK Kevlar for Fry. As we said earlier, one of the most talented players in the UK, and right now is going to have to show us why. HE grenade there from Connor. Could connect. Detrimental damage, but no, instead, it misses with the bullet stone. MP7. From Connor with the first frags, the $600 found for himself there into his bank balance. And Connor down to 9 HP, so there's still a lifeline here for Wind and Rain as they're going to be pouncing in towards B.
Yeah, it's not impossible yet, but as I say, that Fleeve does come from behind from mid to peak Banana. Managed to get 2 of his own, but Jenko does manage to get that trade-off, and as you can see, both members of Wind and Rain does manage to pick up an AK. They have the bomb still, and Derziak and Connor will be waiting patiently with that crossfire going, but sadly for them, they've got no smokes to smoke off CT, so it's going to be quite difficult to get across here, and Connor is actually quite weak as well with that MP7, so he's going to try and wait patiently, see if he can get something going, but he does manage to get 1, and Derziak gets the other, so the patience there definitely did pay off, but it was just a shame that neither of them had a utility to black off CT side.
Round number 8 then, 4-3. MP9 from Fleeve, so maybe the CT's expecting an eco now from Wind and Rain after seeing the solo AK from Fry. Little did they know that actually Wind and Rain have enough for the fully fledged buy into this one. Push coming down as if they were versus an eco. Gives away 2 early frags here for Wind and Rain. Nico and Fleeve going down early. As the push continues towards the A side. Connor pushing down Banana, trying to get an entry for his team. Does find one, but is one going to be enough here for the CT side? Oh my goodness, they've done round the rosies. Both just pushed mid, but they've gone through apartments.
Oh, dear me. Lucky for Boaster, there was that gap in the smoke to see if he can actually go take round. And it seems like now, it was 3v5, but it's 3v4 at the moment. Definitely not impossible, but the question is, will they go for this retake to see if they can at least capitalize? But you see, Wind and Rain does take out 1, takes out 2, leaving Connor all on his own, and I will assume that he will go save that AK.
May as well. Chance they can potentially go for the buy if Connor can drop over the AK, invest into an M4 for himself. But we'll see what the cash is looking like once the bomb does eventually expire. As he has now shown exactly where he is. Connor could be hunted down here by Astro as well, but the time will be in his favor. He is saved by the bell. Orb going to be dropped over by Connor, so they are going to go for the fully fledged force buy. And this is dangerous territory now for WEHAWT. If they lose this round here, Lethal, it goes 6-3, but the cash is fully reset for WEHAWT. And at that point, we could be looking at a 10-5 half, a 9-6 half for Wind and Rain on their T side of Inferno.
Speaking of Saved by the Bell, did you actually watch that at all?
No,
was that a bit before your time?
Way
is that before your time? Right, there you go. Show my age once again. But you know what? I thought it was pretty good. Anyone who's actually seen it, obviously, yeah, it was a bit before your time. Keep forgetting that. Actually, never mind. And as you can see now, they've got banana control only for that small amount of time, but don't realize Dirtek actually hiding around the corner, gets one, but managed to get another now. So it's 3v2 in favour of Wind and Rain at the moment. And even though Jenko assumed that A could be free, what he doesn't know is Fleeve is directly behind him, and I'm not too sure if he just barely saw Jenko A, so he must have done. And he has, so Fleeve another kill on the board.
Ooh, spam through the smoke. Bullets connecting onto Boaster. That might be the red flag raised for WEHAWT to go for the save. Yeah, going to be conceding here towards the A side. They can obviously keep their paws onto the M4 and AK. But I don't think they're going to be going for a buy into round number 10. Instead, they can, I don't know, just save these 2 weapons. Save and go for an AK for the remaining 3 players. Maybe stack 4 onto a site. Maybe stack 2 rifles towards A, pistols towards B, or do something smart with the rifles to get an early frag, maybe pushing down middle. If they have a good spawn, pushing second mid. Maybe something like a flash play towards Banana. But all ifs and all buts. Right now, though, Wind and Rain going to be feeling very, very comfortable here. 6-3 advantage. Reset the money now for WEHAWT. And they should be able to get to, you know, 7-3, maybe even 8-3 scoreline.
It seems that way at the moment. Wind and Rain with a 4 buy, full utility as well. And WEHAWT not too much of a great buy, but they are going to try and see if they can salvage anything they can at the moment. Connor will be seeing behind that wall. Fleet does push up through apps and manages to get one, but Free does manage to pick off Connor in the end. Will Smoke and City to try and pick off, but all hiding moment, all waiting extremely patiently to at least walk onto the side. But as you can see now, Dirtek is waiting. One of the members do pick up, but sadly for him, he does get found out. But Boaster does get the trade, and Astro still trying to find it for the smoke, but Astro does eventually manage to take him out. The rest of the players will come for Banana, and it seems like now Thief will see if he can get any more picks from CT. He's pushing through ruins slowly just to see if he can find any additional information. He's obviously got another member coming from Banana at the moment, but he was going to go Banana. It will be going back to T-spawn, but it seems like now they will be leaving him behind. Fleeve obviously realised that it's too much of a risk, too much of a gamble, and it's best just to save the AKs for the time being.
Again, yeah, back to the save school. 7-3, round number 11. WEHAWT, can they buy? I think if actually Fleeve and Nika can drop over weapons, there's a chance. Yeah, I think they will be able to buy. Especially with the saved weapons here from Fleeve and Nika, they could drop over M4s for both Boaster and Dersiak. Extra cash for them to work with, as I believe we are ready for a tactical pause. Hopefully tactical, don't want the long fills again. But if it's a tactical pause, it makes sense. WEHAWT right now, 4-round deficit for them so far. They had a slow start into this first half. They need to change things around. They played off stream. I don't remember if they won or lost.
Is
they
this
won.
WEHAWT you're talking about?
Yeah, they won versus Luminary, or is that me going crazy?
I will find out for you because I did mention it earlier that they did play off stream, and I am going to try and find out to see exactly what it was. I think
Royals beat WEHAWT.
Royals beat WEHAWT. Yeah. Literally, as you said that, I found it straight away, and I was like, that is absolutely typical.
Well,
never mind.
They want to obviously redo their wrongs and try and go 1-for-1 today after the hemorrhaging loss versus Royals. Obviously, Grande having an insanely good day today. 30 frags versus WEHAWT. 35 frags as well versus Vexed. He's looking on form.
No, absolutely. Like 13-5 so far, but from the WEHAWT side, quite similar KDs. Nothing too major at the moment. Going into this round 11, as you can see. They play pretty standard. There will be 3 members on top of Banana at the moment. And they will be leaving that bomb second mid. 2 members of Winning Rain will be going for wraps, but it's only for them. Frey and Astro do get 2 crucial picks. They will try and push him further. Another member, I think that's Nicholas Mads actually to rotate round, but maybe just a little bit slow doing it. So we did see the go through wraps. They did come back to rotate, but it just seemed a little bit too late. So as you can see, there's still 2 members on B site. Jenko will be flanking it on his own to see if he can find any information from A to see how many members of WEHAWT are actually there, but he will find one in library pretty soon.
Oh, the flank timing as well onto Jenko. It's so perfectly timed, as he can come in from the arch smoke from behind. However, Boaster in towards Pip. Doesn't manage to find anything as of just yet, as it all comes back down to Fleeve once again. One of the 2 players of Nico and Fleeve, who have been forced to save
it's
now.
It's tempted to save Fleeve in his name, isn't it?
3 times, yeah. They've saved for 3 times now, as it does go 8-3. Ah, dearie me. Wind and Rain's T-side right now, this pure skill they have, and the timing as well. Everything has gone in their favor. It seems like fate they have to win this one.
It's all good, my friends. Getting late here, and with this match in a moment. And speaking of matches, we do have an update, and Endpoint have actually beaten London Lynx, and I'll probably say expected. Yeah,
definitely expected. Endpoint looking good. Saying that, I'm trying to remember who they played earlier. My mind has slipped me. PMC, yeah, they won that one very comfortably, 16-8, I believe it was. So Endpoint looking good too in the new season, as always, when they make their roster shuffles. So I'd like to see Endpoint stick to a roster for more than 1 season. You know, they won. This is the thing. They won the Premiership 2 seasons ago.
Yep.
And then they folded straight afterwards.
So what you're trying to say is, like, when they actually won that Premiership, they still made team changes even though they won.
Yeah.
I've seen that quite a few times before, though, to be fair.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But then they have last season of Prem, folded again. Now their team in between the seasons of Prem doesn't last that long. So I'd like to see consistency from Endpoint. I think that's something they definitely do lack. You invest all this money into infrastructure, in, you know, a coach, into a gaming house, but you don't give the team time enough to develop, evolve, and flourish.
Yeah, it's definitely a good topic to talk about, because sometimes it's not just on CS, it's on multiple titles as well. But it seems like especially CS in this scene, they really do struggle to just stick with one lineup. But I don't know, there could be numerous reasons to why, but I would love to know some aspects as to why they do this quite often, because sometimes you need to stick with a team quite a lot. Sometimes it's just due to chemistry straight off the bat, which literally leads to potentially not just wanting the team together at all. Could be personal reasons, could be skill. There's so many different ways behind it, and as we're talking about now, Nicholas managed to actually get just that 1 pick, but just managed to get another one as well. So it's going to be a 1v1. And Connor will be coming from mid to see if he can actually get that retake.
Timing, oh, not in his favor. Connor peaks at the perfect moment, as it will go 4-8. And without Kevlar, he wins that duel. If actually Hemsky lands that first bullet, aim punch is a factor. Connor could have very easily lost that 1 versus 1, even though he had the drop on him. So that could have been 9-3, but instead, WEHAWT make it 4. Round number 13, and Wind and Rain are going to be very happy with their T side so far, even if they concede the remaining 3 rounds here. So we could be seeing a 10-5 half. A 9-6 was the one I expected earlier on when the reset came through.
That's true.
And Wind and Rain looking very comfortable.
Yeah, they are at the moment. And it seems like in that 1v1, I was surprised when he came from short, because most of the time you see him holding balcony when they plant it on the side of pit. But it seemed like then I think just wanted to be a little bit not predictable, but just slightly more unorthodox. Maybe trying to catch Connor off guard, but Connor was having absolutely none of it. And sort of, and he did manage to get it with defuse, but as we can see at the moment, WEHAWT are fighting for that banana control, and Desert just trying to get one for his own, but does get damaged a lot by that molly, and does get taken out in the end. And it seems like they will be pushing a bit more forward. There's only one member in dark at the moment, but another member is actually going from CT to give him a hand of that rotation, but still not 100% exactly which site Wind and Rain will take.
2 for 2. Here's the CT defense here as it's spread thin. It's all down to Fleeve and Boaster. As the flashbang is perfect, but the timing, again, this is unbelievable from Jenko. Time and time again, he catches WEHAWT off guard. As the push is now coming in towards the A site, going to be cornered and quarantined from both angles, apartment, squad, and Arch as well. Finds the first. Is there a chance here for a lifeline to be dished out for WEHAWT? As Boast is still alive and kicking on towards the A side. The flash as well is perfect. Whips up the pistol, but can't quite seal the deal. As it all falls into the hands, the very capable hands of Connor.
He will be going for that second retake in a row, but different story now compared to last time. Obviously, before we went from mid straight to short to get a very quick retake, but they're going to make it a lot harder for this time, but managed to get a great shot on Astro there, but he's got enough information. No, Jenko is in pit, but who's going to actually get each other first? But sadly, Connor does miss his shot, and Jenko is just ready and waiting for him. It was a shame because obviously Connor did have the information, but even though he got that first shot off, he just barely missed him.
Reset now for WEHAWT. And their economy, and just the way this game's shaped up is definitely going to be testing their mental fortitude going into that second half. Can they still stay headstrong and have the idea that they can win this one? Bring it back, boys. If we win pistol, we can get back to a 10-8 scoreline, 9-9 scoreline. We can win this one. Or are they going to let the close rounds, the luck of the draw from Jenko's timing, be a big factor in their mentality?
It's going to be quite difficult now because they may have potentially given Flea's position away and assuming that they can actually stay on that side of Ats, but it looks like now they will be pulling back. I feel like WEHAWT now really need to get another round or two on the board, considering how great Wind and Rain T side is. But Fleave does manage to get a headshot with a Mag 7, but still early days at the moment. But sadly for him, we can't see there's 3 people directly in front of him, and he won't be risking it going through that smoke down mid to potentially get a couple of kills of his own. But so far, he just feels he needs to play it slave.
Slave?
I actually said slave, and I've actually never said that, but you know what I meant. You know I meant to say so. Anyway, and Fleave eventually does get taken down.
Boaster has to be quicker on the rotation in towards the A site as they conceded it. Fry and Link. Bomb planted, safe. Both players in towards the site as the flashbang comes in, doesn't connect to the players, so they walk into the crosshair of one of the most talented players in the UK as he just decimates Wind and Rain left, right, and center. Left, right, good night. They're going to be feeling that one tomorrow morning.
2 right as well, and currently he's going 20-7, and you spoke about this guy quite a lot during the when we talk about the lineups, and you were absolutely spot on with how he's playing at the moment. 20 kills already in the first half.
Mental.
And yeah, exactly. And he's really shown exactly what he can do. But Fleeve was trying to get a quick pick right there to see if he can get some kind of troll on Banana, but does it now. We'll be waiting for him.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, he killed Astro. Okay.
Yeah, so he actually assisted. Yeah, I literally thought the same thing. I thought he actually jumped on Derziak's head and actually managed to clean up one of the kills on Banana, but that wasn't the case. And now it's going to be a 1v2 in favour of WEHAWT.
Bomb in towards second middle. Thankfully here for Hemsky, there is 1 minute still remaining on the clock. But he's so paranoid and trepid about a CT player pushing in to have control of the bomb. Already walking so far away from the site, which will slow him down drastically. Clearing out every single corner, leaving no stone left unturned. And that may be to his detriment. As the bomb still not retrieved as of yet. Ooh, it seems like he's expecting a player in towards second mid balcony.
Yeah, it seems like now WEHAWT are assuming that Hemsky's actually baiting the bomb, which he kind of is at the moment. He is trying to see if anyone will push, but he knows now that that bomb will be free to give. We'll drop the AWP for the AK, of course. We'll be pushing that A side. Still got a lot of utility to play with. But we know for one guys in pit, and he does now, and of course that rotation will be happening. He managed to get the bomb down. And Boast is waiting patiently to try and delay things as much as possible so that Connor can come round, which he has done finally. So going into this, he will be backing off. He is expecting Connor to come from Library Arch, but instead he does change his mind, does realise that it's possible that may have come one way, but does fake the defuse, and Boast with that CZ does clear up and get that defuse. So Wind and Rain, 11-4 in that first half.
10-5.
Sorry, 10-5. Thank you very much for the correction. And I was talking about how great your maths is, and then I come up with that straight afterwards. But
quick maths. My name's Big Shaq. Made the team go quack from way back. What was that thing? What was that? Have you heard that live in this new song?
I haven't, no.
My name's Big Shaq. I've got big plans. I can't remember it. It was a good line. It was a hard bar. I can't remember it though. It was sick. I got to say fair play to him on that one.
Oh, of course. Well,
where's the duck facts?
Well,
the ting, yeah.
Considering Jack is not here, you've got to give out the facts, mate. You've got to be his replacement.
Yeah,
for...
such as 10-5. It's not 11-4, mate. True facts.
That is a true fact indeed, absolutely. And now, they did get quite a few rounds on that T side. Do you feel like now, we thought this could be quite a close matchup. It still could be. We don't know what exactly their CT side is like. But how do you feel now, seeing that first half? Do you reckon there's a way that WEHAWT can actually come back, potentially, if they do win this pistol round?
Strangely enough, I actually feel like WEHAWT are going to be better on their T side. In fairness, a map where if you're not a structured team, your CT side is so easily exploitable because of the rotations. However, Wind and Rain light things up early. Jenko the first frag, and of course it's Jenko to get the first, but they've spotted 4 players now towards the B side, but there's no reaction from WEHAWT. This is brilliant, this is. Okay, lads, 4 towards Banana, let's rush towards A and trade Hemsky, who is alone towards Pit. Maybe they didn't have the information, maybe the call was wrong, but something is missing from WEHAWT right now as they have no idea of the opportunity they just missed out on.
Yeah, and as you saw there, 4 members of Wind and Rain did stack B, but they realise now that one of them has come back, but Frey will be going back anyway. Boaster just taking a few shots just to make him think that they could be potentially going Banana. So no clear information as of yet. Fleeve just goes straight through short, and now we can see exactly what's going to happen, but gets onto the side. 2 managed to actually sneak on now, and Hemsky managed to get one. Fleeve gets a trade of his own now, and it's 3v3, potentially with that bomb down.
Boaster makes a very good play going in towards apartments. As now he can actually play on to the after plant or just give away his frag towards Boiler. I guess both work. So, man advantage now for Wind and Rain. No defuse kit to be seen so far as they charge in towards the side. The bunny hops connect from Astra, but so do the bullets from the T's. Fleeve with 2. And the last from Derziak. There's still life left in WEHAWT here to try and have the resurgence in the second half and make this one competitive.
Absolutely, and it's quite a common spot to check on site, but what I love about Fleeve did then, he gave it at least a couple seconds just to, you know, let them all go onto the site, let them spread out a bit, play the patient game, and you saw there that that's the kind of moments where, when you know you're a really experienced CS player or just an up-and-comer, when you make plays like that where you're so patient to let them go onto the site or anything like that, that's when you kind of know, but...
Yeah, it's a good crossfire as well. So, pause here. Going to be unpaused, obviously maybe a slight issue of whatever, someone's mum coming in, someone's dad coming in, you never know. 10-6, round number 17. Wind and Rain going to be going for the fully fledged force bar onto all 5 members. Obviously, it does mean if Hemsky does lose this round, or Wind and Rain lose this round, Hemsky cannot afford the open to the first buy round for Wind and Rain. And on a map like CT Side Inferno, that could be drastically detrimental to their defense, especially towards Arch. So, can they land the shots with the Deagles and the CZs? Most definitely. As it seems like, almost like a Cinderella story at this point where everything has gone in their favor.
And as you can see now, Wind and Rain are still waiting patient at the moment. You've got 3 members, or 4 now, of WEHAWT down Banana, but it seems like now, still got another minute and 5 to play. Still trying to bait him in to make any kind of attack, but it seems like, as you can see there, Connor's taking a few shots just to not force a rotation, but just keep him on the toes just a little bit, just to see exactly what's happening. And as you can see from there, Link from Barricades knows that no one is in apps.
Ooh, Astro looks like he's lagging a little bit as well.
Because he's actually disconnected earlier, if I remember.
Yeah, that's why it could be interesting. If things go south, there could be a way in here for WEHAWT if a player is having issues. But can you grit your teeth and fight through him? As he's waiting for the players to eventually peer through the smoke, and here they come into the Caesar crosser, but he fails, he crumbles away, but it's Hemsky to find 2. Fry here with the elevated angle, not going to be expecting the players. Oh, gets 1, but can't quite get the second. As the players are onto low HP, Jenko, Link versus Boaster and Nico.
That was a shame with the CZ now, but Jenko trying to delay things as much as he can so that Link can come in Banana. So, got another angle to cover. Still waiting patiently to see if he can find anything going on. But obviously, Boaster and Dark just still pretty weak with that Mac 10, but Jenko has that Galil now. Maz getting a new box now. He is was gonna check, but sadly for him, even though Boaster did trade, Jenko does finish off the job and make that 11-6.
It's close. Okay, he definitely has it.
I knew, mate. I knew.
Facts. Facts. 11-6 then. 5-round advantage now for Wind and Rain as they do win the force buy. Even though Astro let it slip, he dropped his spaghetti all over the floor. Hemsky with the boosted angle gets 2. Additionally, they boost up 2 players, something so unconventional you would never expect it. Fry 1, quiet as ever, so quiet they didn't even hear him. And he gets 1 from behind and gets Boaster down as well to 14 HP with the dink. So, 11-6, now the game back in the hands of Wind and Rain. This could be a fast one.
I just kind of get that image out of my head now of him dropping his food. Literally, as soon as you said that off the bat. And Fleeve now does find someone on the short, managed to take him out in the end. Quite messy, but managed to do the job anyway. But would he expect Jenko to be above him as well? Considering, well, he expect the same 2 players there, but so he must get some information. Does damage does that to a point, but we'll be on 11 HP, so it's 4v2 now in favour of WEHAWT.
Well. Mana control not going in the favour of Wind and Rain, and they're going to pay the cost of losing 3 players. Link going to go for a valiant play, but there's no chance this pays out. Of course it doesn't. Boaster going to be going down. Oh, vice versa. Link going to be going down to Boaster, and now Jenko into the, well, 1 versus 4, but going to be going for the safer option of the save. Has the AK. Gosh, it's getting late here. Well, you know, once you do your first 2 maps, you do lose it a bit mentally.
Yeah. I'm getting scores wrong, you're getting guns wrong.
Yeah, I've got my job wrong. 11-6. to 7. As Jenko now, double flashbang, smoke, HE grenade, Kevlar, and the M4 can save to the very next day, or round, as we're here for the next day.
I think we will be at this rate, but considering how these games are going at the moment, the first 2 matches have been quite one-sided, and now these next 2 have been a completely different manner. But anyways, Jenko managed to get 2 frags, damaged their economy just a little bit for the time being. And now it's going to be a different story now. We've just got to discover whether we have the capabilities, the actual fundamentals to actually make this comeback from T-side, down from 11-7.
Another buy with the pistols here for Wind and Rain. Kevlar onto all 5 players as Jenko through the fire and the flames still goes for the frag audaciously. And we'll go 1 for 1. Banana control going to be in the hands of Wind and Rain. The reaction from WEHAWT is to basically just funnel in towards middle, charge up towards quad, and it all comes down to Lincoln Apartments. And he gets the first frag in towards Fleeve. He can now pick up the AK, and they have to play a retake situation and scenario towards the A site. This is a difficult round to win here for Wind and Rain.
Yes, even though it's a 4v3, it's... You've got 2 players in pit, 1 on site. But I do like how Wind and Rain did check balcony first to make sure that they haven't got it completely covered. So they've now got enough information to see that there's only a few places they could be, but they do drop. Ling does do a little bit damage, but does get taken out. It does see another one and managed to take it in straight after the bat, but now it seems like it's too late, and Astro and Free are going to back off now and save the rest of the guns. Well, we say guns, but with that M4 and the CZ.
Well, 11-8, getting closer than anticipated. Sayed weaponry though for Wind and Rain, so they have something to be confident about. Jenko on a CZ Kevlar, Astro with the M4 and Fry with the AK. Already on 26 kills, bear that in mind. As we head into round number 20, Astro's still lagging, and I think he's going to be letting out some frustration shooting the floor. As if they lose this round, it's very easy to mentally tap out and say, oh, it's because I was lagging. It was because of this. It's because of that. The excuses start flowing out. So, anyway, aggression in towards apartments. Link, Hemsky, and Fry all located here. Exactly where WEHAWT walking into.
Yeah, I completely understand that. I was one of those people where, I hate people make excuses and or superstitious about luck in any way. There's always a reason behind everything, but obviously, if it does have a few issues like that, then that's completely understandable and great double back. Actually, we're just saying, he's the one not having a good time ping-wise when he actually comes in with that.
Ping.
Yeah, is that...
MS, bro.
Mate, I don't know, maybe that's me being an old timer again, I still call it ping.
It's COD, mate. It's all on the Xbox. No, Halo even.
Mate, I was going to say, don't get me involved in COD, mate. You keep thinking I'm a COD player.
It's looking like COD right now. Quick scopes, left, right, and centre. FaZe Nico in the round. As he's rolling back the years to MW2. One versus 3. 30 seconds left here on the clock. Oh, this is going to make the team Taj 7.
That's like me saying to you, but it's like, oh yeah, this is, from your Overwatch days.
Excuse me, I didn't play Overwatch, mate.
You sure?
Oh, so the joke is Overwatch.
Yeah.
Or you could even make the joke of Halo versus Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's a bit of a joke.
That took you a while to get.
Mate, I knew already just from looking at your face. But after all that, anyway, Wind and Rain do eventually take that round. And so far it is 12-8. So WEHAWT will be doing an eco this round. And as you can see, Free at the moment, 26 and 11. And I was talking about earlier where he had his first 20 kills in that first half. And it seems like now he's going to just continue on with the frags at the moment.
Astro with the burning embers at the feet of Nico. Fry as well, the AK that he's had for so many rounds now. Just keeping his little pause on that one. But eco here for WEHAWT. high chance we see the 13-8 scoreline. Once they have the 5-round lead, it's going to be a slim chance to let that one slip. But all coming down out to Connor. Oh, Carter with the deagle now, 1 versus 4. Let's see what he can do from Northern Ireland. He has the D. 5 down on 7 HP. I can't do it in that regard, but all I know is he says, "Seems it, lad. You seen it." Connor, go for a pint, lad. Aye.
Are you sure it's not Irish?
Yeah, it's Irish.
Oh, I thought it's a Northern Irish.
Same thing.
I don't know, maybe...
This is the Premiership of the UK and Ireland.
That is true, that is true. One of my best friends is actually, who I play with quite a lot, is actually from Northern Ireland himself. And I'm not too sure how he'd react, but if you said that to him, I don't know how he'd react, but I suppose that's kind of like
Probably
some
end up in
people
hospital,
say.
wouldn't I?
Yeah. He is not a man I would like to mess with, I can tell you that right now. And as you can see, we're trying to go for that balcony push, but Link did get that first 2, and it seems like now we're noticing that we're all coming out of boiler. Try to have a look around short. But it seems like now we're just waiting for that next pick.
5 versus 3. Dersiak patiently waiting in the smoke before it fades to try and catch someone from Wind and Rain pushing aggressively. But unfortunately, the aggression goes against him. However, both still with 1. Maybe there's some light to be shined here for WEHAWT, but eventually it's all going to be cast away. 14-8, and this one might be as good as done, especially look at the cash as well from WEHAWT. They might save here. Oh no, as the mix, they will just go for the force buy, continue the pressure. But I think Wind and Rain have this one in the back.
Yeah, just looking at the stats now, no one doing too badly. We've got Dersiak, it's good 8 and 19 at the moment, but it seems like now it's going to be a lot of work for these guys to at least make some kind of comeback in any way, but you can see from their buy, the nade which has just been thrown, Fleet being taken out, and it just seems like Wind and Rain are just keeping the ball rolling at the moment.
Ooh, Astro with 1, 2, 3. Dersiak on the 38 points of health, and Fry is going to be the one to solidify the 15th. 7 match points now going forward for Wind and Rain as WEHAWT look rather cold on this summer's day in England, as it has been bloody boiling.
It has. I have been sweating like
It's just because you're sat next to me.
Oh, because you're so hot, yeah?
Yeah, JK. 6 out of 10. With glasses, I'm a 5 out of 10.
At least you haven't got too much of an ego problem with your looks. I know you're a smashing guy, mate, but at least you're honest with your 6 out of 10. That's fair dues, mate. And as you can see now, that banana control would be given straight off the bat. Maybe a bit overzealous, maybe a bit overconfident, but Astro and Jenko do manage to take up 1. Feature them. With that XM spamming through, but it's not looking too good right now. Wind and Rain, they're looking to close this out 16-18. But saying that as well, Connor does get one of his own on Jenko, as they're waiting patiently to possibly go on this B site.
Yeah, can they make it there though? 2 versus 3. Off aggro here from Astro, which means he should get 1 kill as a bare minimum, then trade it out, and that's where Hemsky can get the last frag on towards the B site. So it's all set up here in favour of the boys in blue. Trying to see if they can get vengeance, not versus Royals, but relinquish their defeat earlier, as the flashbang's perfect, but so is the shotgun up close. Oh, wow, quick switcheroo through the smoke, as they do make it in towards CT, but it's all a facade. Was it 16-8 or 16-9? Either way, not really too much of a difference there.
No.
The win, either way, for Wind and Rain.
Yeah, 16-8, I think the final score was. And, you know,